Hello and welcome back to new video. In today's video I wanna talk about NZD USD pair. So let's start with fundamental analysis. So if we go into trading economics, New Zealand GDP growth rate, we can see how GDP in New Zealand is like stagnant. It's not going much in either side. So we are not growing. It's not growing economy, but concerning is that GDP is low. It's not rising. But concerning is that inflation is again going up. Inflation is rising, but GDP is not growing. So it's stagflation, and that's the worst scenario to be as a country. And GDP inflation month over month, but inflation rate, okay, it's like stagnant here. But the most important thing is that this inflation is rising again. If we see unemployment rate is also rising, so we have stagnant GDP. It's not good. We have rising inflation and rising unemployment, and interest rates are dropping. They are dropping sharply. And there's thing. If we go here into New Zealand's heat map, manufacturing PMI is below 50. Also with services PMI is also below 50. Unemployment is high. CPI is rising and GDP is falling. So not the best scenario to be. On the other hand, we have United States, where we can see GDP is very good. About average is 3%. Let's say non-farm payrolls they are concerning last few months. So Fed is keeping eye on this. Inflation is rising again. On Friday we had the CPI data came out 3% versus 3.1 of forecast. So it's not 3.1%, but overall we have rising inflation, and Fed will keep an eye on this also. PMI manufacturing is above 50. Services is also above 50. Interest rates it is expected that Fed will cut rates this week. If you go on Fed Watch tool, so on Wednesday they will cut rates, and on the next meeting it is also expected to cut rates. But there is catch. I think that Fed will cut rates here, but will be like a little bit hawkish, and this number will drop by a bit, and also these numbers will drop, because as I told you, we have good GDP, inflation is rising. The only concern is NFP data. So I don't know. I will give analysis about New Zealand index, and then after American dollar index or DXY. So on the monthly chart, as we can see, we are in downtrend, big downtrend. But here's catch. This is a strong support level, and I think we can go up. We will go here very soon. Then on the daily chart we can see from the summer time we had created this high, but then started creating higher high and higher lows. And I think we are preparing. You see, like when you have like this big week, it's suggesting that we don't have enough buyers and there is pretty much sellers in control, and we didn't close above this low, and I am anticipating another down leg. Okay, so if we go on the yields, this is also important to see because yields are suggesting the currency strength. On the monthly chart, NZ 10 years yields, I think they are, you see, we had a big uptrend here, and I think we are ready to go down. This is like big support level, and if we manage to close above it, I think we can go into free fall. This is big support, and we are here like weeks, but I think we can go something like this and going even lower. And what's interesting is New Zealand 2-year government bond yields. They are already in downfall, and if we go see, there's a gap, and I think we will in the near future fulfill this gap, and that's why I'm also bearish on New Zealand. But I have to here also to say fundamentals, and there is fundamental analysis also. Okay, so let's start now with DXY. On the DXY, I am now a little bit bullish. From this candle was the last meeting by Fed, and we didn't manage to close above this support level. And Fed was not that dovish, so that gave a little bit strength into this pair, into DXY. On the 4-hour chart, I will tell you about fundamentals. So we had not that dovish Fed, good unemployment claims and GDP data. So, and then we had a government shutdown, delayed NFP data, and this is one of the longest government shutdown in the history. Then French Prime Minister resigns. That all fueled USD. And also Takeshi wins in Japan. She's like dovish premier. She's not for interest rates hikes by BOJ. And now we are consolidating, and if we see like the hawkish cut or the hawkish Fed, I think we can see 100 level very soon. On the US 10-year government bond yields, I think we have like similar situation. Fuck you. So we had last meeting was not that dovish, and we had a double bottom, and from here we started going up. Also double bottom, not that dovish Fed. I think we can all again go higher. And if you go on this chart is not that bullish yet, but also triple bottom and going higher. We don't know, I don't know, maybe it's like here, maybe like we had triple bottom, and is this like 1, 2, 3 times also triple bottom, and from here can we go again up? Maybe, we will see. this is the pair NZD/USD. If I go on the monthly chart, you can see we are in downtrend. Also on the daily chart, we are consolidating, but last week we hadn't much moved up, and that is suggesting me that there is not enough buyers of this pair, and they are just waiting for Fed to be hawkish and to push this pair even down. On the 4-hour chart, I am looking for these two trade ideas from 0.575 level and from 0.58 level, and from these two levels I will look for 0.56 level, and we will see how will that play out. So thank you for watching this video.